Ha! Hey! Hello! Welcome to Born Yesterday podcast. Nothing weird is happening at all.
No,
it's
not
a
at all.
very
Not at all.
regular greeting and start to.
Yes.
No. I don't know where the first recording went. We recorded an intro, but now it's gone.
It's
I
gone.
can't seem to find
we have
it
already
anywhere.
watched. We have already watched the thing. We all know what it is.
We've
We're
done
not going to spoil you.
We've
Last week's
watched the
episode was
thing.
trash. Or Amos. Yes, we recorded the entire thing. Anyways,
Yeah.
I am Ben from Germany.
Yeah,
I'm
I
joined
am
today by
SJ. Doesn't matter where I'm from. What the fuck are you gonna do with it?
Yeah, and we started last episode. We obviously started by watching random anime and reviewing them. Since Fox is gone, missing, disappeared.
We don't know where
Busy,
he is.
possibly. Yeah, and
Maybe
we're
9/12
doing
happened.
this
Sequel. The sequel.
You can't say
9/12.
that. You can't say that.
I didn't say any. I said 9/12. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yes, and I guess well, we're not gonna spoil you what happens this episode. Just be surprised. Also, we had a bunch of
don't be
technical
surprised. Don't
difficulties.
expect anything. You'll see. I'm not
Yes.
gonna tell you what to do.
We also had a bunch of technical difficulties.
Oh boy, did
getting
we
this
do. Well,
one out.
This is one of them because we're doing the
Yes.
intro.
But that's because you fucked up as
Hey,
You just
what's
didn't
funny is
record it.
those technical difficulties were also my fault. It's just not my day, man. What can I
it's
say?
not your 2 days actually.
It's not my 2 days.
This took so much longer than you wanted it to.
God. Hey, I'll need to add it fast. But hey, so, yeah. Now we're gonna go roll. Well, we're not gonna go roll it because we have already done that. So yeah.
Yes.
See
So
you. Now you're talking
enjoy.
to the past us. You're gonna be talking to past us who think they are the future us. Fucky, I
Yes.
know. I know.
Fucking yes. So we'll let already past us start talking.
already
At this
passed.
point, it is one day before Christmas.
Yeah.
And it will be
then
Christmas
that would be
sometime in the
Christmas,
middle of
but
the
then
episode.
that would- this is hilarious. But yeah, see you on, or I mean, they'll greet you. Bye bye. Let's go.
All right, we are back. And SJ, I am addicted to gambling.
You don't say. So am I. I love gambling. Is awesome. I can't say you should do it. Because we just read the Spotify terms that day, remember, Ben?
Yeah, actually.
I can't say you should do it, but I love it, dude.
You shouldn't gamble. I am
It's
addicted.
awful. It's awful. Never do it, but I love it.
All right. So this time we rolled a random anime and we didn't immediately fall into despair like last week.
Yeah.
However, we were quite worried because the anime we got had a rating of 5.9 on my anime list, which for anime fans is an absolutely horrendous rating.
Exactly.
It's
And
essentially
I was like, oh God, Ben, we fucked up again, didn't we? I guess we're never gonna have anything good.
yeah. And I went into this one expecting trash, pure
Same.
trash. I was like,
Same.
fuck, we fucked up again. This is absolute. Yeah. So
We're fucked.
do you want to introduce what we watched?
Well, we watched Rio Rainbow Gate. It is an ecchi comedy anime. I don't know if there was another tag. I didn't notice another thing besides comedy and etchiness.
Probably. I do not care, I gotta say.
I do not care. But I don't know if you can tell from my voice, but it was a fucking pleasant surprise. I fucking loved it. It was awesome. So what it is, it's basically we're in the setting is basically you're in a casino, and there is this chick Rio in the casino, and we basically it doesn't have a coherent story that we really have to talk about here because it's that kind of animes where each individual episode has something in it. So like you can watch any episode and it doesn't matter if you have seen any other.
Yeah.
And want to tell them how we start? We had no expectations, by the way.
Yes.
We start in a limo. Was it a limo or was it just a car? Actually, I don't remember.
It was just some form of limousine, I think, and
it was some form of long car.
yeah. So they're driving to this like city that has a bunch of entertainment.
Yeah, and then this old guy talking to her granddaughter, which is named Mint. a kid.
Don't
she's a
worry,
kid.
she
Yeah.
doesn't matter.
She does not matter. We thought she would, but no,
Yeah.
she doesn't. She kind of didn't exist anymore after the first episode. Not really.
After the second, I guess, and
guess
she has
after
this
the second.
Granted, we only watched 3, and after the second, she didn't exist really.
True.
So like maybe she becomes really important later.
Maybe
because
as we saw in the recap or the what's to come in the next episode, in the third one, there was a little bit of Mint in there.
I guess.
Yeah, but what happens is they get off the limo.
Yeah. Also, Mint carries Choco the teddy bear.
Yes, Choco the teddy bear.
Made in China.
Isn't really. Yeah. Why does that matter? Well, we didn't know, but that matters. You'll see why that matters. But we get out of the limousine, or Mint and her grandfather get out of the limousine, and want to guess where we are? At a casino. We're at a casino. I already told you. We're at a fucking casino.
I mean, we're not immediately at a casino. I mean, we're like close to it. We're in the city with like metros, real cool cars everywhere. I gotta say, I love the cars in this.
Yes,
actually
were awesome.
Look good. Yeah,
like there were actual good cars in there.
To be fair, like pre 2015 cars in anime look good. Like there was a time after 2015 until like recently where cars in anime were all just the building blocks mainly.
Yeah,
not good.
But it was a pleasant surprise. The art style. It's the art style is also one of the things that didn't give us much confidence going into it.
Yeah, it looked like an off-brand hentai.
It looked like a. Yeah, it looked like a cheap off-brand anime, if you know what I mean. And if you're listening, you know what we mean if you're listening to us.
Of course they know. They have an image in their mind right now. I mean,
exactly.
By the way, to be fair, this anime, I'm pretty sure I have seen like fan art of this, which is absolutely. I mean, of course, it's an ecchi. I think you described it as Yu-Gi-Oh! Gamble DxD.
Yes, Yu-Gi-Oh! Gambling DxD. That is what it is.
Yes,
it's not. Right. I don't describe it like that. It's precisely that. So we go into this metro thing. The Mint's granddad goes towards the casino. Mint is just going around in the
in the city,
thingy.
in the random city. And
no, she wasn't in the city. I think she was inside the metro in which the casino is located.
Was that? I didn't catch that. For me, it looked like they just turned up in the city, and then they were like,
no, they turned up into the city. They went into that building. The granddad was like, "I'm going to the casino," and then she was just going around, being crazy.
Yeah, but wasn't there like a boat and shit there? Like
boat?
Maybe I'm misremembering. I didn't write that.
You might be misremembering. I do not remember a boat.
So what I remember is she goes around and like walks past the theme park, and then she does.
There was a boat, but I think that's after she gets out again, because the granddad is like, "Go ham," and then she goes ham. Nothing much happens. She just looks at some weird things.
Except for that weird magic show, that was just actual floating rocks. What the fuck?
Yeah, and I don't know about that magic show. And after that magic show, there was this weird boat thingy. Nothing much is happening. Then 2 girls. Remember those 2 girls? And the Mint is like, Mint says something about that attraction, and those 2 girls are like, "We'll talk to the owner about it." And Mint is just like, "Okay," and then she walks away, and then the plot thickens. There is a rapist on the block.
Wait, that's the guy that looks at Mint with the binocular.
Exactly.
Yeah, all right.
The queen killer.
The so-called queen killer.
Yeah,
yes.
we don't learn his name until later, but
yeah, that's later. All right,
so a wild rapist appears.
All right, so Mint goes into the casino. Yep. And everyone's mentioning this goddess of victory.
Which before you move on, there is a problem here already. Mint, a child goes into a casino.
Yeah, a little bit of a plot, like plot,
a tiny bit of plot hole.
A little bit of plot convenience here. Just waltzes into a casino. I think you should get kicked out.
Yes, no security either. She just walks in as a kid. Okay, I guess so.
Yeah, and then everyone in this casino is super excited because the goddess of victory, who's a dealer in this casino, is there, and everyone wants to touch the goddess of victory.
Exactly.
And like everyone she walks by immediately gets the jackpot. And I have a question.
Yes.
How does she still work at this casino?
Yeah, that's awful for the business.
Yeah, that's
That's
awful
not
business.
good. Exactly.
Like,
but like people were talking about the goddess of the victory, and Mint is like, the fuck is that? And that's when the wild rapist appears, by the way, because then immediately we're looking at this wild rapist dude looking with binoculars at Mint specifically. Well, not Mint. We find out later that he wasn't really looking at Mint, but yeah, a wild rapist appears. But then she tries to see goddess of victory. That's what she tries to see goddess of victory, which, as Ben mentioned, she walks by, you just win. Jackpots are happening left and right. And she tries to meet them. She couldn't immediately. There was so many people. But then eventually, we find out who, or she crawls through the crowd, and we finally see the goddess of victory. Who was? Ben? Who was it?
Yeah, Rio.
Who's Rio?
Who's Ram?
Who is Rio?
Well, I mean, what do you mean? She's just the
main character. That's what I'm asking. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
She's
yeah.
the MC.
Rio is the main character. That was a weird question. You confused me.
You good, Ben? I'm just saying who was Rio. You just needed to say the main character.
I mean, yeah, but that's not the kind of question I expected, because I think she'd establish herself as being the main character through her name being in the title of the anime.
Yeah. I guess so. But she's but besides being the main character, she is a dealer at the casino.
Yes.
Or the dealer. I don't think there's another dealer. Yeah, she's the only one.
There's other dealers, of course. The ones at the tables, like everyone at the table that like does the card thing.
No, I mean like the dealer. That's what I mean. Like she's the dealer, you know?
I mean, they're all... What do you mean?
No,
there's more dealers.
As in everyone is looking for her. She's the dealer.
That's what you... Oh, fuck, I'm stupid. Yeah, she is the dealer.
You are.
All right, let's just continue.
Exactly. And okay, now what happens after that? So Mint, nothing much happens. They interact a little bit. Doesn't really matter. Nothing major. Mm-hmm. And still, Mint is just walking around in a casino with females in questionable attire around her. It's, again, a bit of a problem. But we look over. It's fine.
Yes. And
it's fine. So Rio goes to one of those, I don't know how casino things are, those spinny things. I don't know what that is.
Roulette table?
Yes. She goes to a roulette table, and there's a guy, and the Mint is standing next to those two girls that she met in the beginning, who were actually working in the casino. They were waiters, I think, right?
Like they were in bunny suits. That's what I remember.
They were, so waiters. They were bunny girls. There were bunny girls there as well. Yes, it is an ecchi. There were a lot of interesting things happening as well when all of this was happening. But there is this guy looking at his a ring in his hand, and then I think he had like one chip, the ball thingy, a ball in his other hand, and he's just looking at both of them. And then Mint asks those two girls, what the fuck is he doing? And they're like, oh, he probably doesn't have, or he wants to propose to her loved one, but he doesn't have the balls to do it.
I mean, technically he still has one ball left, you know.
True, he does have one ball.
Shitty joke. Yeah. And then so Rio goes and kisses that ball with luck, and then throws the ball and asks the guy to bet.
Jackpot. And then the guy's like, let's go. And let's go, babe. Let's marry. And she's like, how? We don't have money. And then Rio gives them their reward. And she's like, let's go. They're marrying now. So that was like the introduction to what Rio is. She basically makes you win. That's
infinite luck. Infinite luck, literally.
It's literally 100% luck chance.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no points here. There's no 99.99. It's 100% luck.
You will win. So yeah, Mint then goes like into this, like, I don't know, hotel room or something like that, with
she
like
goes
her
somewhere.
granddad.
It doesn't really matter.
Yeah, with her granddad and Howard.
No, she goes into the owner's room. That's where her granddad
Oh,
is.
yeah, right. So apparently she's somehow related to Howard, who's the owner of the casino.
Which
and there's
looks in. You'll
Chad,
see on the thumbnail.
Smoker Chad. Yeah, he smokes a bunch, and he looks like he belongs in a different anime.
Exactly. No, as I said, he looks like, okay, if anyone has played old arcade beat 'em ups, he looks like the first boss you fight. You know what I mean when you see
And
the
a
thumbnail.
grappler, definitely a grappler type.
Definitely. If there was a Rio, oh god, Rio Rainbow Gate fighting game when.
Probably never
Gate fighting game. Mint,
so yeah,
Mint is gonna be the annoying one, but yeah. So he's there.
Yeah. Also, he looks like he belongs in a different anime because he has like wide. He looks like a comic figure.
Exactly. He looks like a different art style as well. No, not really a different art style, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, he's cool though. He's a cool character.
I like him. Yeah, I like. Well,
and
he's
also
I don't know. Cool man. He's kind of a perv.
Yeah, he's super pervy actually. Yeah, as is everyone in this anime. Mint is a pervert.
The kid, Mint.
The girl's a pervert. Why?
She's a fucking perv. She was definitely not brought up well.
No,
it explains. Like she doesn't have a mom and dad. It explains a lot.
Daddy issues.
Yeah, daddy, mommy issues, granddaddy issues.
Yeah, clearly.
Yep.
You know, from this, like listening to us talk about some of the stuff that's happening in this anime, it sounds like we should hate this, but it's really entertaining.
No, it's awesome.
Actually
Trust
entertaining.
Me, guys. You need to try it. It's
right.
It was awesome. And want to know what happens? You remember what happens next, right?
Where the mafia people turn up?
No, there's.
What's that? Yeah. Also, Rio
comes up. Yeah.
Yeah. First off, Rio turns up in some maid outfit.
Yes.
With a skirt that's way too short. Which we both
very clearly
found a little weird.
Due to the camera angles, we could tell it was too short.
Yes. And the owner really liked it. Howard is a pervert, and
and it specifically said, Rio specifically said, I remember, owner, you told me to wear this because then the people there would be happy when they walk behind me going upstairs. She specifically said that.
I mean, the dialogue in this anime is a little questionable.
Yeah, it's interesting.
And I don't understand why that scene exists because the entire scene of meeting Howard and Rio wearing that outfit adds nothing.
No, it introduces Howard.
I mean, I guess it does introduce Howard, but other than that, it really just kind of.
No, I'm defending this anime.
Almost.
This is very good. Want to know why? It introduces Howard. It shows me what kind of character he is by him making Rio wear that. So it establishes that he is a pervert. See, it's a good scene.
I still think they could have established Howard in a different way. We can't. I don't want to just praise this anime to all ends because it's not a perfect show by any means. We'll get into the rating of this in the end, but it's not a good show so far.
Exactly.
It's not a good show. It's an entertaining show. Let's just go on.
Exactly. So then that weird mafia thing happens.
Yeah. So Rio and Mint are walking outside and
to their hotel because the granddad is like, Rio, take her to the hotel.
Also, they weren't actually mafia. They just looked like mafia. We just call them mafia
from Walmart.
Yes.
Oh God, Walmart. That's
Mom,
how you say
can
that.
we have mafia? We have mafia at home. That's what that was.
That's what that was.
I dubbed one of them
there.
I dubbed the rapist Michael Jackson.
Yes, because he was Michael Jackson if Michael Jackson was like actually white.
Yeah. All right, and the mafia gang wants something to do with Mint. They want to get Mint, which immediately gave us weird vibes. And
exactly,
I gotta say, at this
we were
point,
already like rapist alert.
Yeah, at this point, I thought, oh no, what is this anime gonna turn into?
Oh shit! Hopefully nothing bad happens.
Good thing is, Rio absolutely beats their asses.
Yes, the first attacker, she judos the shit out of him.
Yeah,
and then Taekwondo comes out. It's awesome.
Like, her fighting skills weren't relevant before or after ever, but this one scene, she beat their asses, and I think that's all we needed.
And the titty jiggles were obviously there because it's an ecchi.
I mean, it's an ecchi. It's an ecchi. What can you do?
Yeah,
And
because there was nothing. They just came out of nowhere, and Rio's like, "What's up?" They're like, it's about the little girl," and then they just attack the little girl.
Yeah,
that's what happens. And then Rio beats the shit out of them.
Yeah, which the art style in that clip, out of context, could easily pass for a weird ass hentai.
Yes, totally, 100%.
Yeah,
that could be said about a lot of scenes in this anime.
Yeah, actually, you need to watch this anime in context, and even then, it's kind of weird. All right, so then also then the anime shows a screen with Rio in some outfit, and as Jay mentioned, ecchiception.
Yep, because it was an ecchi scene inside an ecchi anime. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's ecchiception. Right.
Yeah, and so then they go back to the casino.
Yep.
And everyone, she walks past, immediately gets addicted to gambling. And the casino gets big losses because everyone suddenly wins the jackpot.
Exactly. It's awful for the business. I don't know why. I guess Howard is a perv. He wants Rio around.
I guess Howard doesn't care about losing money as long as he can see Rio, I guess.
Yep, I guess so. Horniness be horninessing. And then nothing, just the regular shit happens. She walks by, people are winning, and then the wild rapist appears once again.
The mafia turns up. He introduces himself as Queen Killer.
Yep, there was his real name as well, but it was awful. I don't remember it. He's Queen Killer.
I forgot his real name. If he even had one, I don't remember. Did they say his real name?
It took us long enough to finally found out who actually killed the queen. So now we know. It was white Michael Jackson from the ecchi anime.
Michael Jackson from the random anime from 2011. Clearly.
But what happens then? Remind them then.
Or
not remind them. Tell them.
So they made this bet that, I don't know, they get the girl if Rio loses, so they have to gamble against each other, something like that.
They gambled for Choco, because that's where we find out.
For the teddy bear. My bad. Yeah. For the teddy bear, yes. They gambled for the teddy bear.
This is where we find out that he was actually behind the teddy bear all along. So he's not a rapist, thankfully. He's still very weird.
He's just weird.
Yeah,
he's not a rapist. He's just weird.
Just a weird lad.
Yeah. So and if Rio loses, he gets the teddy bear, and also Rio has to.
No. So the bet was first Rio was the okay, bet, motherfucker. And Rio told him that if I win, you need to tell me why you need the teddy bear.
Oh,
and
yeah,
you
right.
need to get your shit out of here, or get the fuck out of this casino. And he's like, ooh, 2 bets? You must put something really, valuable as well.
Yeah.
And then fucking Mint screams in the background, she'll take her off. She'll take off her clothes if she loses.
Yeah, that was fucking wild. And then Rio doesn't really seem to like the idea, but Howard just turns up and is we take this bet.
We accept. Let's go. And Howard is rooting for the white Michael Jackson because he wants Rio to
he
lose.
got a whole film crew.
He was like, oh yeah, this is going to be content for commercials. This is awesome.
All right. And so they want to play this game. I think they played poker. And Rio turned on in a full-on wedding dress.
Full-on wedding dress.
And it's explained as
Why?
it's explained as she marries the game to
she's becoming one with the game.
Yeah. And so it wasn't poker actually. I forgot what it's called, but they got cards and they got to discard some and get to repick. And the guy gets
it was something, okay? We're not gambling. We don't gamble, okay? We are a different
No, I'm a gambling addict now.
Yeah. No, we are, but a different kind.
Yeah, and
we gamble with our sanity.
After a weird magical girl transformation.
Yep.
Where the guy also is in that. It looked like a fever dream. It looked like someone took a fucking camera into their fever dream. And that's when I was
like, oh god, this is Yu-Gi-Oh!
Because
they pulled out magical power. Also, when the white Michael Jackson slams the card, for some reason the animation was really good for a second.
The animation has spots where it's just suddenly...
It's awesome.
Where it just suddenly gets on Demon Slayer levels.
Exactly. But then usually it's just an off-brand.
I mean, usually it just looks normal, but then it has these short moments of Demon Slayer quality.
Exactly, which is awesome. It was honestly amazing. I loved it, dude. I loved it. And then she's like she's doing her magical bullshit. She's like naked, but not. You know what I mean when the magical bullshit happens.
It's ecchi anime naked, so it's censored.
Ecchi anime naked, and then there's just like,
SJ. Hello, listeners. SJ seems to have had a malfunction. We'll be back in a second.
Where were we?
First off, explaining what that was. That break.
Yeah. So we had technical difficulties like 10 times. You don't get to know that because editing magic. You're lucky. Who knows? This might not exist either. I might have them again.
Well, I hope not, because this is like the fourth or fifth time we're trying to record this part.
Yeah.
We didn't lose too much.
Yeah, we didn't lose
because the issues.
I did lose a little bit of my enthusiasm regarding this particular part of the anime, but I still love the anime. So, where were we? The magical anime shit is happening.
Before we start, Chris, it's the next day.
Oh, yeah.
By the way, just letting you know, and it's after I celebrated Christmas with my family. I did drink some alcohol, so if I somehow sound different, that would be that.
And
that would be that.
I sound different because I'm obviously sick. Also, on record, if it happens again, I will quit this podcast.
Yes.
Anyways, so the magical card battle thing was happening, right? And
yes,
I don't know. I don't remember if we mentioned it before or not. But in terms of the hands they got, the Queen Killer discarded every single card beside a queen because he was fishing for all queens, right?
For 4 queens. Yeah.
Yeah. What? Sorry.
For 4 queens. Yes.
Yeah, for 4 queens. So all queens and Queen Killer. So he needs all the. I don't know how that makes sense, but I think either in response, Rio goes into the magical nakey bullshit, and there's like 3 cards, 3 females come out of those cards. Just this vague imagery, and then the rapist, the Michael Jackson. He's not a rapist. The Michael Jackson is going through the graveyard of like big ass cards, and he's just saying vague shit as well. He's saying that, I have awful luck with females in real life. I'm a loner. I'm a bachelor. But I have real good luck with numbers and gambling, which is how life should be. That is precisely how I identify as well.
That is how I work. Yes. I am addicted to gambling.
Exactly. And then a flashbang happens. Not really, but like everything goes white. And then we snap back to reality. And we see his hand. It's awful. But then we see Rio's hand. And she has 2 twos. Right?
Yeah.
And everyone's like,
ass hand.
What the fuck? Everyone's like, what the fuck? That's like one of the worst hands you can have.
That is literally the worst hand you can get.
Exactly. And what Rio says, which Chad, awesome, is power move. She says, I just had a feeling he wouldn't get all queens. So she just played the worst hand because she was like, I don't think he would have won anyways.
A feeling. Yes. Let's just gamble like...
I mean, it is gambling.
Yeah, no.
It is gamble school.
Yeah.
Casino DXD. Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yu-Gi-Oh Gamble DXD.
Casino DXD. Casino because we gotta add so after that, since he lost the bet, he needs to tell them why he wanted Choco. Yeah. However you say the teddy bear's name.
Choco the teddy.
Yeah. And he's like, I am a teddy bear connoisseur. I've always used them as comfort since I was a little bit. He's a loner who likes teddy bears, okay? And
he's like me.
Yeah, well, I don't like teddy bears. But yeah, he's like me. For real. On God. Skull emoji.
Just like me.
But he tells them that, and he's like, that Choco that Mint has, that's a limited edition teddy bear. It was made in Belgium. And then the 2 girls standing next to Mint are like, no, it was made in China.
And then they tell him now he can use all the money he would be spending on plushies to get addicted to gambling.
This is very specific. Rio comforts him by smothering his face inside her tits. That is very specific. We got to mention that. And tells him that, finally, this helped you realize that you do not have an eye for actual collector teddy bears and you're wasting money on stuff made in China. And everyone is like, that is not a nice thing today. He's probably going to snap. He's like, no, he's cool with it because, face and tits, I think anyone would be cool with anything. You know, there would be exceptions, of course, but you know.
Of course,
Yeah.
as there's always.
There is always exceptions, but he's just cool with it, and that's it.
Yeah, and then Mint,
Yes,
Mint.
the best part. Go ahead, Ben.
Yeah, so Mint wants to like run over to Rio for winning, and trips because anime logic, and rips off Rio's entire dress, and Howard, the horny motherfucker, just is like, oh, immediately start filming.
Yep.
We need
Exactly. Because before this, he was bummed out that she won. He was like, oh, yeah, she won. But then he was like, oh, no, she won. But now he's like, oh, yeah, film crew.
Yeah.
And
all right,
then
so
it ends with the ending, which we already talked about previously. But that footage doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, that doesn't
exist. It was
exist,
very generic. But
the ending is
it's generic.
good
and
music.
It's good music. It's worse than the opening, but it's good.
Yes.
Also, another thing we
opening is good.
mentioned that doesn't exist anymore is that the soundtrack that was playing during this battle, Pog, love that soundtrack.
I wouldn't say super awesome. I think it was just decent, but there are some other soundtracks in this that do kind of slap.
The one that I like was the one that played during the battle, and it also plays during the episode that we're going to talk about now.
All right, so episode 2, Gateholder.
Yes.
The episode essentially starts with Rio being dressed up in like an outfit, you know,
interesting
and
outfit.
She
Let's put it that way.
she doesn't really like it, so she goes to Howard and is like, hey, I'm a dealer, I only want to do like dealing stuff, and Howard's like, all right, and says like, oh, we have a new trainee anyways. And that is the introduction of a new character called Anya Helsing from Russia.
From Russia.
And Anya is not like the usual girls. She is
in the beginning
extremely
she is.
clumsy.
In the beginning she is, and then like Rio takes her around and sees her do some card bullshit. She passes. She's like, oh, your card skills passed. And then also during that is when they see Rio's gate.
Oh yeah, the gate card. Yeah, right. I almost forgot about that because we talked about that in an earlier try.
But Anya was like, hey, yo, Pog champ card, and Rio's like, nah, bro, just she was downplaying herself. But what happened was that she was playing for a client at the casino, and she won against a card holder, and the card holder was like, fuck it, you keep the card. Basically, that's what happened.
She didn't even win against the card holder. She just won against someone, and the card holder just walked up to her and was like, hey, yo, you deserve this card, bro.
Yeah, you good. You built different. You go. You rock, different. Queen. You go, queen. You slay. Slay, queen, slay.
All right. And also in this, like after this, like Anya supposed, like Anya wants to go somewhere and just falls flat on her face 3 times in a row.
Yep. By tripping.
I didn't understand why they put that in.
Well, it was to set up what she becomes eventually.
I mean, fair.
Yeah, she's like, oh, I'm very clumsy, and they're like, okay, and yeah.
It's like every show from this time, like, had to have this super clumsy character that just is silly for no reason.
Yeah, but God, is Anya clumsy though? That's a who.
Yeah.
Boy, is she clumsy.
Then next it like cuts to this rich guy and sets up like him as a card holder.
Yeah, which I don't find it funny anymore, but we did say that he was Fox but with brown hair.
Yeah.
And not
well,
Jewish.
You know, the joke was funny when we recorded this the first time, but this is
not
like
anymore.
It's like not anymore. Yeah, but Fox with brown hair, all right. That's what we said. Details here, and sets up the potential battle between like the rich guy. I forgot what he's called again.
The rich guy,
Elvis.
Rich guy?
Elvis.
Oh yeah, Elvis.
Yeah, Elvis. That's what he was called.
Yeah, and, that was his name. Okay, yeah.
And is a. Yeah, so that's basically it. It just sets him up like he has a lot of women in his car, and
like
is like
the hot anime guy thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and he's like also super handsome and super looking out for everyone, and like every girl wants to get with. That's the guy.
Yeah, he's hot, and he has a gate. He has money, and he's hot. There you go. He's a billionaire. Well, actually, no, billionaires aren't hot, but yeah.
And then it cuts back to the casino, where Anya proceeds to destroy an ungodly amount of casino property.
In an interesting way. She moves, things happen. what's funny is she destroys one thing, she gets up, tries to fix it by saying sorry, and in the process of fixing it, proceeds to destroy like twice as much. It's amazing how she does. She manages to do that.
I don't know how this casino's still in business, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, it keeps losing money to Rio just somehow handing it out to everyone. Like, and then Anya just destroys the entire casino. I don't know how it still has money.
See, it's because Howard is just really rich and he's horny. He's not doing it for money.
Howard's just rich and horny.
Yeah, he's doing it for tits.
All right.
Ass.
So yeah, the rich guy now turns up at the casino trying to like get Rio into his harem.
Yeah.
And,
another thing, it doesn't really matter if we mention it right or not, but during all these episodes, there has been this red dressed MILF around with white hair. She matters in the next episode, but she
she has been around in the first episode. We haven't mentioned her. What's her name actually?
Oh God. Oh, fuck.
I don't know when we just called her MILF
mommy.
the entire time.
No, I called her mommy
that's the ghost.
Time.
That's the ghost.
No, I called the ghost mommy, and that was mommy.
Oh yeah, fair. All right, you did.
So I don't know what her name is, but don't worry, she doesn't come out of the blue. She is there. We're just not talking about it because she doesn't have a big part yet.
She doesn't really matter too much except for in the next episode.
Yeah.
All right, so the rich guy Elvis turns up at the casino and is like charming to everyone, and like when he meets like Rio. Oh, also Anya puts like, this is important.
Yeah.
What's it called?
A Band-Aid.
Yeah, Band-Aid. On his finger. This is important
because Anya is doing bullshit. She breaks a bunch of glasses, and the hottie is like, "Oh, let me help you," and he helps her, but her fingers get cut, and she puts on a cute little Band-Aid on her finger. It does matter. It's setting up a thing.
It is very important later in the episode. It is
a setup for this thing.
Yeah,
which I'm surprised by, that this anime has setups. I was not expecting that.
Alright, so Elvis goes over to Rio, and here I realized that he's a Discord mod because he called Rio his kitten of destiny.
Yep, the kitten of destiny. And that's where like, oh boy, it's the Discord mod, isn't it?
Yeah,
but then again, I was like, he can't be because he's hot.
And somehow he seems like really lucky everywhere, and like he plays pool, and he just is
says,
insanely
like, numbers
good.
Are by his side, always have been by his side. He says.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and so he challenges Rio to a gate card battle, to try and get Rio's gate card, of course. And Rio's like, doesn't know if she wants to accept, and Howard's like, accept, like over a screen, because that's an entire thing that Howard always does, is like, yes, we accept, and Rio's like, oh, I guess.
Yeah, and Rio specifically says, why is everyone always deciding for me? Which, to be fair, up until now, she hasn't decided anything on her own yet. So.
Yeah, and then, I don't know, maybe you remember, I have a note here that is just Elvis commits mass genocide, and I have no idea what happened when I wrote that down. I don't know, something must have happened. I've completely forgot why I wrote this one down.
Something must have happened, but I do not remember Elvis committing mass genocide.
I don't know. It's like a thing I wrote down, and there must have been something that happened. Like, obviously, these notes are mainly exaggerating everything.
Yeah, but
so I remember. This is like the one
as being genocide.
This is like the one note in here where I'm like, I just don't remember why I wrote it down. Usually, like my notes, you don't want to see them because they make no sense.
Obviously,
it's just I remember the stuff through these notes. But this one, I completely forgot.
I guess just take this. I guess he did something that Ben thought looked like genocide. So there we go. That happened.
All right. Yeah. So Rio and Elvis want to play a gamble against each other, and the winner gets like the gate card. Yep. That's the entire thing. And so they're going to play roulette, but not normal roulette.
Yeah,
no.
Giant.
Yes, gigantic roulette table that just
structure that is a roulette.
It just erupts out of the ground, just like huge and
huge.
And
it's huge. Erects out. It's like my penis.
Yes, and like then there's an outfit change for both Rio and Elvis.
First Rio does it because Howard says, Rio, change into your costume, and then magic happens, but she changes into again, interesting clothes.
Well, I mean, I guess Howard decided them, and he's a pervert.
Howard decided them, obviously. And in response, Elvis is like, you know what? Fuck it. And he goes into his undies as well.
Yeah, no, I mean, not undies, just Speedo.
Yeah.
And it's like, and he's like, oh, don't look at me too much, something like that. And Rio's just like, nah.
A narcissistic, hot, rich guy. That's what he was being.
Yeah, and like, Rio's like, nah, I didn't want to anyways. Please put some fucking clothes on.
Yeah. Rio was indeed not turned on by this.
All right. And so Anya becomes the dealer. And then it just like deciding who throws the ball, who gets to pick.
Yeah. Anya,
here it shows
Rio.
No?
Rio picks and the fucking Elvis throws.
Yeah, and Elvis is like, oh, let me get like a test throw in. Yeah, and here it shows that the reason Elvis is so good at gambling is not because he's like super lucky, but because he can exactly like calculate everything going on. And then he's like, oh, I also need to, I almost forgot to count in this band-aid that I have on.
With a giant roulette, you throw a bowling ball.
Yeah,
instead of a tiny
important
ball. And when he picks up the bowling ball, he's doing all these numbers you see floating around him. He's doing every single tiniest calculator. And at the end, he's like, ooh, gotta calculate me having the Band-Aid as well.
Yeah. And he throws the ball and it lands exactly where he wanted it to land.
Yeah. And he says in advance too, I think. He does exclaim it. I don't remember. Either way, it doesn't matter. He does 3 like that and they all land. And after that, it's like, okay, we gaming now. It's gaming time.
Mm-hmm.
And then gaming happens. Tell them what happens, Ben.
Yeah, so...
Because I remember everything. I want to test your notes.
Yeah, all right. So Elvis, like, throws this ball and is like... I forgot what he was aiming for. Doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
And so Rio is, like, using her incredible luck and is just like, red one.
Yep.
Which is not what Elvis was aiming for. So it's like Elvis like thinks he wins, and then the ball lands on red 1.
Yeah, and it's like,
why does it land there? So
and then Elvis is
Rio
like,
wins.
what happened? And now the coolest, well, not the cool, but like a thing happens. It zooms in to the bowling ball, and would you guess the Band-Aid was stuck in it? Elvis didn't take it into the fact that Band-Aid could have ripped off. And that's why it messed up the entire calculation, and it ended up in red fucking 1, which is still really lucky for Rio. It could have gone anywhere.
Well, I mean, I guess Rio has infinite fucking luck.
She's just
and
built
also
different.
Main character.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that battle is over. Like after
all
that one
the
round,
females leave him, and
and now he's just lonely, and he can finally become an actual Discord mod.
Yeah, now he can become an actual. See, this is the downfall of men.
Losing on roulette.
Yeah. Gambling. Yeah, that is the downfall of men. You
all
don't say,
and
SJ.
then Anya like goes over to him and is like, hand me the fucking card, bitch.
Exactly.
Essentially. And
and that's it.
Now Rio has 2 cards.
Yeah.
And they go home, and Anya has made a cake to celebrate. Now why they were I guess they are celebrating because she got a gate card. Yeah.
She did win a big battle thingy.
Yeah, I guess.
That's all, right?
Yeah, that's the episode.
Yeah, that ends.
No, that's the episode.
Yeah, and then the ending happens. The ending is a bit different because the cards, instead of showing the actual cards, they're just showing characters now. But other than that, it's the same ending.
Yeah, good ending song again.
Yeah,
and
it's good. It's not bad. I wouldn't.
It's funky.
We watched it both times, or actually,
I mean, we watched it like the first time
3.
completion, then to the second time we watched part of it, and the third time we fucking skipped it because we wanted to get into the recording.
We watched all 3 times.
Yeah, we watched the opening. The opening is great.
Yeah,
I love
the opening.
The
was good.
Like, it's very, very good for a 2011 anime.
Yeah, like it's you cannot skip it, is what I'm gonna call it.
All right, so let's get into episode 3.
Yep.
The final episode we watched, it's called Misery.
Yep.
Which is coincidentally the thing I felt watching last week's anime.
Oh yeah.
Not this one, which is quite the opposite. All right, I dubbed this like after the first few minutes, I dubbed this one travel episode, but that's not true. So
that is not
in this
true.
episode, Howard bought like a castle, and this castle used to have like a casino back in the 1900s. Yeah, in the basement, of course. My favorite place to gamble away all my money is my basement.
And the Rio, and he arrived there, and he takes Rio down with her in the base. That is an interesting sentence. They arrive in an abandoned castle that Howard just bought, and then he takes Rio down to the basement.
I wouldn't go to the basement with the Howard guy. Also, this is the episode where Mint just disappears.
Yeah, Mint was just gone. I don't even think we saw her, let alone her have a... Wait, no. We did see her, like, once, but she didn't do anything.
Yeah, and in episode 2, like, Mint didn't matter at all. I think Mint was only important in the first episode, which is, I think we said that. Mint does not matter.
Yeah,
right?
she's not the main character. She was just one of the focuses of it's as we said, it's an anime where each episode is different. So first episode's focus was the rapist and the Mint. So they don't matter anymore. Mm-hmm. They're done. They're gone.
Yeah. And there a new character is introduced. They're not really. It's like
not really a new character. It's just a huge painting of the previous owner. Was she? Yeah, the previous owner, which really good painting, by the way. And it was just she's Misery. That's it. There was nothing more to it.
Yeah, you immediately screamed out "Ghost Mommy."
Yeah.
Because she kind of looks like the MILF that was introduced like in the beginning of the series, but like
which does matter.
Yeah, very important. And then there goes like a sequence where Rio is at this newly built casino that they want to open up again, and this ghost like turns up and is like, if I win, I get the casino, and they gamble.
First, she has a nightmare about the ghost mommy.
I was about to get into that, but then she wakes up.
Yeah.
And she's like scared of
that happens after she wakes up.
Yeah, where she's at the window and then there's like thunder outside and she gets scared. Wow, that was some Sakuga. That was some.
It was like it's a different anime. It was so well animated and it was so cute. It's weird.
That rivaled Demon Slayer for a second there. That was super. That was a good scene. I
was like, wait, is this the same anime? Hello? What happened?
Yeah, and then after that, it cuts to the obligatory beach episode, but at a pool.
Not really. Yes, but no.
I mean, it was a pool. So there was like a photo shoot at the pool. This is technically relevant.
Yes, because
of one single thing that mentions
and that person and the mommy that exists, the alive mommy, not the ghost mommy, the alive mommy,
the MILF.
Yeah. So the alive mommy, they're just at the pool. She's just sitting there, and then weird mumbo jumbo talk happens. Doesn't really matter. The main thing that matters is the mommy mentions that even though she isn't eating a lot, she has gained some weight.
Yeah. Also, chicken wings got stolen.
Yes. And before the mommy thing, chicken wings got stolen. A lot of them got stolen. So those are the two weird things that happen in between. And this is where I think Anya was present, but she didn't matter.
No, you meant Mint.
Or not Anya, yes. Sorry,
Mint was present.
Yeah. Mint.
You've been watching too much Spy Family.
No, I don't. Oh yeah, that bitch is called Anya in Spy Family. I didn't even know that.
Wow. Yeah, no, incredibly that you kind of forgot that. Anyways, so yeah, that scene mattered for that purpose. Why becomes important later in this episode, and
right now, three main things. The ghost mommy looks like mommy. Mommy has gained weight, and a lot of chicken wings are gone.
Yeah. Back at the original casino, so not the castle casino, but the original one.
The actual casino,
the ghost mommy turns up. I also forgot her name because we've been calling her ghost mommy the entire time.
These were mommy and ghost mommy, okay?
All right. Yeah, so so she turns up at the casino and everyone suddenly gets really bad luck, gets bummed out and really wants to leave.
Yep.
And so ghost mommy goes up to Anya and is like, Let's gamble. If I win, I get the casino. And Anya just completely nonchalantly is like, oh, all right, sure.
Yep.
Before realizing that she just fucked up majorly.
Yeah, but it was fine because Anya is, stupid. Anya.
And yeah, she kind of also saves the day by just what did she do?
Well,
didn't
first
she
of
like
all, she was
spill
about
a
to
drink?
throw the ball, but instead she like
Oh,
I don't
yeah,
know what
right.
happened. It slipped from her hand and it hit Ghost Mommy in her head, like in her forehead,
smack dab
right
in the
middle.
Mm-hmm.
And after that, she's like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry." And then she comes around. I don't know what to do, but then she ends up like having a bunch of, or sorry, no, not she. The waiter girls comes up with a bunch of drinks, right? And Anya is going around to help the mommy lady. Anya bumps in the waiter lady, and now all the drinks are on Ghost Mommy.
Yeah, and Ghost Mommy gets super pissed.
Yes, and then Ghost Mommy is like, I think that's where she. What happens after that? I don't remember.
I do believe she turns into like her face turns bad, which will happen a bunch more.
Yeah.
Anyways, so after that, we cut to scene of a truck driver just driving around, and Ghost Mommy just turns up and murders the dude.
Yep.
Not literally.
Well,
she scares him, and
us.
he has like an absolute horrendous accident.
Yeah. No way he survived.
No way he survived. Like his truck flipped and shit.
Oh,
and
also, this was a chicken wing truck.
Yes, I was about to say that. Turns out there was chicken wings on this truck, like a lot of them.
Filled to the brim.
The next scene we see, I think, is like the two girls from the first episode in the bunny suits going like down a corridor where they're hearing strange sounds, and they go around the corner and they see Ghost Mommy with the ugly face. They're just munching on those fucking chicken wings, just inhaling them like Kirby, like essentially.
Yeah, pretty much. Ghost Mommy loves chicken wings.
Yes,
basically.
Ghost Mommy has an eating technique that would rival, can I say that?
Well, he clearly could not. But future SJ here, by the way.
So yeah, and this is also around the part where it kind of gets very obvious that the Ghost Mommy is the MILF.
Yes.
Because,
the Ghost Mommy
they look
is
the same.
Mommy. Because, obviously, red dress, white hair, but Mommy is a ghost, but people can see Mommy. That's because Mommy has possessed or Ghost Mommy has possessed Mommy.
Yes. And
that's also why Mommy gained weight, because Mommy is eating chicken wings, basically.
Here we also have a scene where a new character, I believe her name was Rena, but that's revealed later anyways.
It was a girl in an Ash Ketchum cosplay, or Ash Ketchum cosplay.
Female Ash Ketchum, essentially.
Yes.
And like she's like out, like it looks like she's out delivering wings.
Yes.
And Mommy being possessed by Ghost Mommy.
But she doesn't look like Ghost Mommy right now. She just looks like Mommy right now.
Yeah, and Rena asks for like an autograph, and instead of an autograph, Ghost Mommy, or like Mommy being possessed, steals the chicken wings and runs off.
Yeah, and throws her away. I wish she gut punched her, but it wasn't. It was just she just pushed her.
Interesting wish, SJ.
No, I think it would have looked cool, like a gut punch, and then the wings fly up, and then she catches. I don't know. Shut up.
All right, and so yeah, Rio and like. So yeah, they go back to the casino, to the castle casino this time, I believe. And
well, no, actually, weren't Rena and they were present there, or something happened. They were there.
No, Rena turns up later.
Yeah,
Rena turns up later.
There
Rio
was a scene where
there,
Rena and Rio were scared of Misery's painting, but I think that was before this, and it doesn't really matter.
It doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
It's like we're getting into the next kind of battle thing that happens every episode. And that is going to be Ghost Mommy against Rio. And they're gambling for this casino. And
the mommy said, I get Howard's casino. Because the old casino is already technically Mommy's.
Fair,
Ghost Mommy's.
fair.
So Ghost Mommy's like, I will take Howard's, but if I lose, I just go away. I pack up and leave, basically.
Yeah. And also here it gets revealed that she originally lost the casino because of gambling, and she lost everything, the casino and chicken wings.
Exactly. Which hit her the hardest, losing chicken wings.
The chicken wings was like hugely an issue. And so she's like, all right, will you gamble the casino? And Rio's like, unsure. And then Howard gets carried in a box with a fucking saw on top. And the two bunny girls
waiters are possessed.
Yeah. like turn on the saw, and like Howard's like, no, don't gamble the casino.
Yeah, he was about
then
to
they turn
die.
on the
He was
saw.
so close to dying. He was like, no, don't do it. And Rio was like, shut the fuck up. And he eventually was like, okay, yeah, do it.
Yeah. So the gamble is accepted, and yeah. So I think the game didn't really matter. The game was kind of unimportant.
One notable thing did happen is that when Rio was trying to throw the dice, in her hallucinations or visions, that ghost mommy gave her chicken wings with bat wings. Like chicken wings with bat wings were flying at her.
Yeah, and it's like it was like someone took a camera into my fever dream.
Yeah.
It's like
pretty much. And the
And
others couldn't see it besides Rio herself.
yeah, and so Ghost Mommy is now very sure of her win, and eats one of the chicken wings, and then is suddenly like, huh? Why is this so incredibly spicy?
Yep.
That's the exact voice she did, obviously. Nani? And
she does have her ugly face right now, by the way.
yes, of course, ugly Ghost Mommy.
Yeah.
And
Not the good one.
then Rena turns up and is like, the girl who had the chicken wings, and is like, those aren't ordinary chicken wings.
Yep.
Those are chicken wings with habanero you just ate there. And she's like that's way too spicy for her. I would love those. I want to try chicken wings with habanero. I love spicy things.
I am Pakistani. Spice is basically what we eat, period. But
I love spicy things. It's so great.
My stomach would kill itself if I were to do that.
I mean, yeah, your stomach, but you're different.
I can't do it anymore, unfortunately. I have to live like a pussy.
You're not like the other Pakistani people.
Yeah. No, I used to be like them, which is why my stomach is messed up.
Oh, fuck. So
But
yeah, after that, Rio just wins easy peasy.
Yeah,
and
because luck go burr.
yeah, and then the ghost mommy just disappears.
Yeah, she just did what she said. She packed up and left.
Yep.
And we get
also,
Mommy back, which Mommy was better anyways.
Yes, Mommy was better anyways. Also, this episode had my favorite screenshot of of this series so far. It's probably in the thumbnail.
Yeah, it is in the thumbnail. It's not. It is in the thumbnail. If you if you're not on YouTube, well, I guess fuck you.
Yeah, go onto YouTube, subscribe to it, please. We need people. No one knows who we are. Please, I just want to be famous.
I don't want to be famous. I just need money so I don't starve and die in a third world country. I'm totally not guilt tripping.
I honestly just like doing this for fun. All right. Anyways, so yeah, Rena saves the day with her habanero wings, and so Rio just sprints outside, and it turns out Rena and Rio know each other.
Yeah,
and it's like they're like friends.
Meet, and that's it.
Yeah, and turns out Rena is like the new recruit that it got mentioned at somewhere at the beginning of the episode. It seemed kind of irrelevant, but this time it's not a trainee. It's someone actually experienced.
Because when Rio came in, Rio was like, I can't deal at two places. And he was like, no, there's a new one. So Rena was the new one, the Ash Ketchum cosplayer.
Mm-hmm.
It was such a come on, man. It was so unapologetically an Ash Ketchum cosplay.
It was. It looked just copy it, give it longer hair, and that's basically it.
Yeah, and make it shorts because females got to show them thighs.
Of course. It's 2011. We're not very progressive yet.
Yeah, we're not progressive. Females are sex objects. I don't know. Maybe straight people are into that. I have nothing to do with that. I'm not saying they're sex objects. To me, they are just useless objects.
Bro, I don't think you can say that just because of what you like.
No, I'm joking. Okay, I may live in Pakistan. Trust me, I am progressive. Ben can say that, yes. Right, Ben?
Yeah. So yeah. Anyways, that's where that episode ends. Yeah, and that's all we watched.
Yeah.
And let's get into like what we thought of the series. We couldn't really do much for last week's episode because, well, last week's thoughts were kind of like just, hated it. All right, bye. And then we went to get drunk, I did at least.
Not we. Yeah, I have to just suffer.
It almost made SJ drink, which he doesn't even drink, and that I think that says something.
That says a lot because drinking is one thing. I'm like, I will never do it no matter what happens. And I was like, you know what? maybe drinking ain't that bad after all.
All right, so let's this time we can make the rating part a little.
News, Ben.
Yeah,
nothing happened. No,
nothing.
Like nothing happened. My microphone is working. The episode is alive.
Yes, if you're still listening, which you probably maybe are, hopefully, then yes, we didn't die at like 20,000th time. This was exhausting.
Well, it wasn't worth it actually, but yeah.
You know.
Go ahead.
So yeah,
thoughts. Spill the tea, Ben.
Yeah, I thought the series was really good. All right, it was 2011. Anime back then was like weird.
Yeah.
Like it was before Oremo's release, which everyone praised for. Like,
yeah, I mean, it was less weird than Oremo.
No, the thing is, everyone liked Oremo. Like everyone said they liked Oremo because it was like, oh, it like says that you're fine as an anime. Which, by the way, bullshit. No. But anyways,
yeah, exactly. Fuck you.
You know, it technically is the kind of anime that gave anime a bad name by being an ecchi.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so first off, I'm going
to ecchi though.
Yeah, first off, I'm going to get into the things that I didn't like about this show. So, story-wise, let's just start. So every episode, there is none. There is like a vague linearity with new characters being introduced, but you could probably just go ahead and watch any episode of this,
exactly,
and probably figure it out.
Like for example, the mommy thing. The mommy did exist since episode 1, but she totally couldn't have existed. Just introduced there, and we do the thing. It would have changed nothing.
What the show does, every episode is introduce a new character, and then just they don't matter at all anymore. Like the next episode, new set of characters. The only character that stays is Rio. Like I know Rio even has like this pet that was relevant in the first episode.
Oh my god, Chip! I love Chip.
Chip is insanely cute. Wait, was it Chip or Chio?
No, it was Chip.
Chio?
I know, it was Chip.
Chip. It doesn't matter. Insanely cute.
No, it does. It was Chip. Don't you dare disrespect my love, Chip. Okay, it was Chip.
Yeah. All right. So yeah. Which didn't at all matter anymore after, and you can fault it
Chip
for that.
Never mattered. He was just a cute fucking pet there for some reason.
Yeah. The anime was, for an ecchi anime, was never too horny. Like, of course it was. It's an ecchi anime. It's a little horny, but it never like really interrupted the viewing experience.
As like a teenager, you know.
But if you dislike ecchi, then I don't know if you can like this show.
I get, because it is ecchi at the. I mean, I don't dislike ecchi because I'm one horny bastard. It was awesome.
You're Howard, essentially.
No, okay, I'm not that. Okay, I have morals.
You have morals, and you don't smoke.
And I don't smoke.
Howard in general, Howard looks like he's from a different anime. I
am brown though, so
he's
is
like,
Howard.
Yeah, he's like that quirky boss type of character that I just don't like. Every anime from the time, like every show in the times, seem to have one. I don't like them, but I guess like I accepted Howard as part of the characters.
CHIP, Chip from Rio. It is Chip. Fuck you. Anyways,
Chip.
Yeah,
all right, it is Chip. I found my note for that just now.
Yeah,
because I noted it down, even though it didn't fucking matter at all.
I saying that his hair looked like another Chip that I know from another thing, but it doesn't matter. Anyways, go ahead.
Yeah. So yeah, as far as things I don't like, it's like the story itself of the episodes. There's a lot of stuff in these episodes that you could just fully cut out and it wouldn't matter. Characters you could just leave out and it wouldn't matter.
Easily be cut in half, like be 10, 15 minute episodes.
Yeah, it could be like a short form anime almost.
Exactly.
And but on the positive side, this filler feeling stuff was never annoying. It always set up like at least something, and it was entertaining.
Setup, yeah.
It was entertaining to look at, and that goes for this entire series. It wasn't very it wasn't very creative. It didn't introduce many new things, but it was always entertaining in the stuff that it did. It knew what it wanted to do.
Entertain you. It dubs itself as an ecchi comedy, and it is an ecchi comedy, and it does entertain you.
Yeah, so this anime, let's get into what you liked first before
liked or
I summarize.
Didn't like?
Like both. Like your rating now.
Oh, well, what are you rating it though? Or are we rating it at the end?
That we're gonna do that at the end when we collect our thoughts.
It wasn't an entire miss, you know. It was an edgy comedy. It said, and it was an edgy comedy. There you go.
Yeah. All right. So to summarize, Yu-Gi-Oh! Gamble DxD, it's nothing special. It feels like a TV anime, like in the way that like the older TV anime, where it doesn't matter which episode you're watching. Every episode is standalone with a slight backstory to it that you can do if you want to actually watch every episode. And it knows what it wants. It doesn't want to be anything special. It's like there's like some edgy bullshit in it, but then again, it's an edgy anime.
It doesn't like, you know, shove boobs down your throat.
Yeah, it's I
wouldn't mind that, but you know,
like of course it happens, but it's what you're gonna expect from an edgy anime. There's panty shots, of course. There's booba.
But it's as decent. It's a decent ecchi. Take for what you take that, you know?
Yeah. But instead of trying to be the next big thing like a lot of modern anime seem to do, or trying to be something special, or trying to be an isekai, it just tries to entertain you. And it does that.
It got in and it did it, and that's all that matters.
This anime for me personally is a very solid like 6 to 7 out of 10. Yeah. It is super watchable and it's enjoyable, I think.
Yeah. Like, if you listen to us objectively, it sounds like a 5. But when you're watching, a lot of stuff, 5 is average, obviously. It's like the average. But a lot of the stuff that when you're actually watching it, especially the characters, which were surprisingly, again, likable, it does end up getting bumped up to like 6.5 for me. Because 6 or 7, so 6.5.
Alright, so however, we did look into the ratings for this on Mal. And I think it is criminal. And, like, I know anime fans have no idea how to rate shows. And this show is rated like 5.5 on my anime list. And the problem with that is anime fans, like, for anime fans, the average is like 7. So 5 by an anime fan means it got rated fucking trash, worst of the worst. Like, legit, I went to check on my anime list, like, how many animes there are that are below like 6, and I had to, it was so far down, like below 6 stars does not really exist, I feel like, on my anime list. So, and
dude, why the fuck do you weebs do it like that? 5 is average. Why the fuck do you not let it be average?
Yeah, it's like, why weebs just can't rate stuff, all right? If they like something, they're gonna rate it a 10 out of 10 or a 9 out of 10. And if they dislike it, it's a 1.
Rating isn't the easiest thing to do, especially when comparison comes in. Because, okay, let's say we compare Rio to, like, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Rio isn't a 6 anymore, you know?
I mean,
so, like,
compared to Full Metal Alchemist, I think the rating doesn't change because, like, I don't think any of those ratings change. Because, of course, Full Metal Alchemist, I will offend a lot of people by saying this, but I haven't watched it because,
it's fine.
Well, I have been procrastinating it. I know I'm probably gonna enjoy it. However,
it is a good show. I've seen it. It's a good show.
Yeah, however, I'm procrastinating watching it. But I've heard a lot of good stuff about it. And,
so I have seen it, and I don't know if my views are reliable or not, but it is good. But either way, it doesn't matter. What matters is rating is difficult, but that still doesn't matter because weebs are just stupid.
Yes, and anime fans, weebs, please learn how to rate stuff, all right?
It's really easy.
If you think it's average, that doesn't make it an 8, all right? 8 means it's a great show that you'd rewatch like 2 or 3 times, all right?
It's like let me give you a thing. So 5 is average, 6, 7 is above average, but like not good show, and then 7 and beyond, or like a bit above, is like good shows, and then 8, 9 is great, 10 is a masterpiece, and then 5 and below is below average, and then shit. It's really easy.
But
like
then you go onto like Mal profiles, and like half of their profiles show ratings are just 10s. Like, how is School Days a 10 out of 10 show? What are you doing? Please.
I'm sorry. Right. That same motherfucker probably has Oremo as a 10 out of 10 as well.
Bro, probably. Anyways, like, So I think it's criminal that it's rated so low. Like, I assume there's going to be some fans of this show still, or like people that know about this show still, because I know I have seen fan art of this. I have heard the name once before, but I hadn't ever watched it. Maybe it's just something from before my time. I did start watching anime at I think around 2014 or after, and I think if you don't know this show, don't let yourself get blocked by my anime list rating.
Reviews. Yeah,
it is a really entertaining show. You can just go into any episode of this probably, and it's just
the reviews are like the same thing that happens with a lot of other shows, but reverse. Like, for example, Naruto isn't a good show.
Yeah, no,
it is not. Okay, the old Naruto. Maybe. It was pretty good. I enjoyed myself. Shippuden sucks absolute fucking doo-doo caca. Okay? It's awful. And then motherfuckers are out here saying 10 out of 10 show. No. Shippuden, 6 at best, I'll give it without the filler. And the old one, maybe a 7 if I'm feeling happy.
Yeah.
But then motherfuckers say, 10 out of 10, masterpiece, awooga, pain.
Well,
literally for real.
I guess they grew up with it. I guess it's just a nostalgia glasses.
Okay.
But
I
this
grew
one
up with Dragon Ball, right? It's not that good.
Dragon Ball. Yeah, no. I grew up with it too. The only anime that is like that for me, that would be Future Diary. Future Diary, I would always rewatch Future Diary. I know it's trash. Objectively, I'd rate it maybe a 6 on a good day.
They forget
but
to
I
be
still
objective.
love it.
Like,
it's like one of the first things I watch.
Subjectively, Dragon Ball makes me come in my pants. That's what Dragon Ball does to me. But objectively, it's not a good show. But either way, learn to rate. Basically, so TLDR, learn to rate because weebs are trash.
Yeah, so don't get distracted by this show's low rating, which is lower than Oremo, which makes me want to die.
Why?
This show's rating. And give this a watch, please. You don't need to watch it all. Just watch a few episodes. You're gonna understand what it is. It's pretty entertaining.
Yeah. I can't wait until maybe one day people listen to this, and then both of us get killed for saying Naruto and Dragon Ball Z aren't good shows.
Anyways, please don't murder us, people in the future that might listen to this.
Yeah, no, Naruto, obviously godly anime. I love him. Yeah, totally.
No. All right. Yeah, well then, I thought you were going to do an outro for this one.
Oh, I guess.
Which is why I did the break.
I'm lazy, but either way, thank you for listening to the beautiful podcast that is born yesterday, and we will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.